I have good news and bad news. Good news, the IMF predicted on Tuesday that the world economy will shrink by 4.4% in 2020. I know it doesn't sound like good news, but it's not as bad as what the original prediction was in June. So let's consider that a win, with all things considered. The improvement is driven by a stronger than expected recovery of the United States and Europe after lockdowns lifted. China's growth also contributes to that. Here's the bad news. They think there will be a 5.2% increase in global output next year instead of the 5.4% they originally predicted. The IMF chief economist, Gita Gopinath, said in a blog post that recovery is likely to be long, uneven, and highly uncertain. Global growth is expected to slow to roughly 3.5% between 2022 and 2025, leaving the output of most economies below the levels that were predicted before the pandemic. Yes, that's a 3-year crawl and basically an aftershock that could be even worse. And the inequality will be worse. Standards of living will go back in time almost a decade. Extreme global poverty is expected to rise for the first time in more than 2 decades. The IMF's prediction assumes that social distancing will continue into next year before fading over time as people get vaccines and COVID-19 treatments improve. They also expect the US economy to shrink by 4.3% this year, but it might recover a little over 3% in 2021. On the other hand, the 19 countries that use the euro will experience a harsher contraction but a sharper recovery, falling 8.3% this year, but they predict it'll jump 5.2% next year. So yes, the recovery in Europe will be fast, but not fast enough. This is especially important for those who are already planning for retirement or new investors. Returns on any kind of investment won't be as high. There will also be a lot of commodities and services that will be rendered unwanted post-pandemic, and the world is going to redesign its lifestyle. Do one fundamental thing first. Protect your investments. Look at some alternatives. Look at precious metals. It's a great safe haven investment.
If you're interested in investing in precious metals and you want to talk to a no-hassle representative that has experience in physical metal, give us a call. Phone number is 877-646-5347. Our phone lines are always open, and we're happy to answer any of your questions.